And the stream layout still says Cider Williams, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. We got Paper Ario instead.
Hello. Oh,
That's Paper.
the one and only.
But, you know, he's a pretty good makeshift Sid, I guess.
I thought I was Sid.
Oh, and the race has started. Here we go. They are off.
Ooh, airstrip height.
So I noticed that both these players are playing on the NCSU or American version. So no version discrepancy there. Each version is pretty much the same for any percent, like a 10-second difference at most. So not a huge deal. Do you see it on the thing yet?
I'm almost there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Paper's just turning on his Flash player so he can watch in real time.
Yeah, I thought it's turned on, but nothing's like playing.
If you can't get that set up, I think multi-twitch is the best next best option.
We got this.
We got this. As we all know, airstrip movement really sets the tone for the whole run.
Yes, it's a very, very technical piece of art that takes
Both
a lot
racers,
of time to master.
They got there at roughly the same time to the flood cutscene. I'm going to give a little bit of a introduction about these runners. So Kinikola, longtime player, he was actually a top 20 80% runner back in the day, back in 2014. He had a 121 before EYG, which is pretty remarkable. He took like a 2-year break from playing the game entirely, came back, and is here to prove that he's not completely washed up, I guess. And
we'll find out. Kenny's been a little sketch recently.
Just a little sketch.
A couple months ago. But
yeah.
We will see if the rust has fallen and if he can show us his old boy knowledge.
Yeah, he literally didn't play for like 2 years, and now he came back about, was it 2 months ago? 1 month ago?
I don't know, man. Sometime around there.
And he's on a mission to bop Blood Whale. See how that goes.
Well, right now he's got a Furore, who is a very recent Sunshine player. I don't know a whole lot about her, but I do know her PB is 125. Puts her in a pretty good position to give Kenny a run for his money, depending on how he's playing and how both of them.
Depending on how washed up Kenny is.
Pretty
this
much.
Could be a very good match.
Yes, this will probably be one of the closer round 1 matches.
Honestly, I think it's gonna freaking come down to Corona. It's gonna be a close one, dude. I'm feeling it.
I hope so.
I have this intuition.
Trey intuition is always right. Let it be known.
Whose audio do we have? I can't even tell. Oh, I guess we have Furore's audio. Alright.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
So, from what I can tell, I don't think Furore goes for EYG, so Kenny's gonna have that advantage over her. But it's a double-edged sword because
very big disadvantage if Kenny messes up EYG really badly. Yeah, we've seen that in a couple races already. I think it was Electrolytic versus Full Huffle Your Puff. Didn't go for EYG, and Electro did, and then messed it up for a few minutes, and that's how Huff essentially won the race. So, same thing could happen with Furore. We'll have to see.
Yeah, EYG definitely a make or break for this race. But considering that Kinikola was the first person to ever pull it off, as we all know, he'll be fine. By the way, EYG is early Yoshi go round. It's the Pinna 5 skip, essentially.
You'll see it in
It's quite
About
obvious
for
half an hour or
30
so.
minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes.
Petey is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than
You think of anything else we should say, Trade? Know much about the play styles of both these players?
You know, this is definitely a very you can like watch different players and tell who's playing it based on how they're playing. Somewhat. A lot of depth to the movement. But for these players personally, I'm not, especially kinikola, because he's been gone for so long. It'll be kind of unpredictable as to how he's going to play. But it should be interesting.
Stability is always an interesting thing to see when you're so used to seeing speedrunners that are doing the roughly same thing all the time.
It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites are the source of power.
It's always good to watch a variety of runners, because you can, like, no matter how good or bad they are, you can always learn something, I feel like.
For sure.
Yeah, I see if Farore splits peeking in a little bit there. I feel like they should crop that out, but it's not too distracting.
The only way to ensure the return of the
We get 2 views of her 100th of a second place.
The perpetrator
Epic.
is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to...
And we're gonna get into the gameplay here soon.
It is almost over. Hope you all enjoyed the minute movie. Every 10 times you have to watch the intro, you get to see a full movie. It's pretty amazing.
Dude, I love watching movies. What can I say? That's why I run this game.
This. Exactly.
So I think they're gonna go for the same movement here, just the straightforward. Yep. No sense going for scumbag movement at this level.
Or top level, but that's besides the point.
Even at top level, it's debatable. But
It really
we
is.
digress.
I did it in a run earlier today, and I lower entrance time, and I was like, yeah, this strat is real good.
You really got to do it. Like, it took me a few months to really start saving time with it more often than not. It takes a while to get, like, build up consistency with. It's one of those long-term strats where, like, over time, eventually it'll save time. But you gotta be patient.
Eventually, at some point.
So did Kenny lose a little bit of time there? I didn't see what happened. Or it could just be like the discrepancy and I see his timer's like a second behind. Just slightly off sync, but pretty close. Yeah, also kinikola used to play on a GameCube. So his 121 very well could have been a 120 had he played on Wii back in the day. He plays on Wii now though. So no excuses. Both got a fast enough Shadow Mario kill to not lose 10 seconds here.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Good paper?
Yeah. I just
Oh,
had to
Farore
talk
getting
about
early
that
M.
for a second. Early M. Save the frames. Kenny not getting that. This is going to put Farore a little bit more in the head.
Kenny's
Still
M,
a
not
very
so
close
early.
race. pretty late M. Farore got that fast M style.
Quick M. Alright. So the spider coming up on the water is a little bit random. Let's see who gets the better spider.
Spider is randomly generated, but there's a few spots that he'll usually be in, so players kind of develop different ways to cope with it.
Ooh, Farore got the much better spot here.
Ooh.
Kenny's
Yeah,
is like
Kenny's
hugging the
being
wall.
That's the last thing you want to see is when the spider's over there. Using the spider a bit.
The last
There
thing
we
you want
go.
to see is the spider despawning.
Oh, I think it's. Oh no. Poor Kenny.
Oh, but Kenny in a bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, I think spider despawned. So.
Yeah, but I think
wait.
it was hugging the wall and then it got caught on the side and then despawned. That really sucks.
Fortunate.
That's Spider-Man. Not a good start for kinikola, but this is far from
I think
over.
he gonna make it up there? Ooh.
Anything can happen. And he's opting to ride the windmill up, which is not entirely unrespectable. Sometimes he's gotta do that. Sometimes windmill wall kicks are just not in your favor.
Yeah. Very rare that you see that spider despawn. Happens so little of the time, and especially in a situation like that.
I think that spiders despawn for me, I could like count the times on one hand.
No, yeah, same.
And I've ran this game for pretty much 5 years, so that's one time per year on average. So Farore with a sizable lead here, and the underdog going into this race. This is interesting, I'm telling you guys. This is going to be a good race. We may see Kenny slowly creep up, just from his old school knowledge.
Or slowly fall behind. We'll have to
Or fall
find
behind
out
further.
this.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but we are only in early game. There's still quite a bit to go. And a lot of the times you see a lot of runners that have much more polished early games than their late games. So
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, like, coming from me, when I play any percent, I hardly even care about my Bianco 2-4 time, because Bianco 5 makes such a huge difference. You could have, like, the worst possible Bianco 2-4, get the best PD luck ever in Bianco 5 and be fine. Just one of those
the 80%
things.
run really doesn't start until early cycle.
Yeah.
We will see in a bit, but yeah.
80% unfortunately very saturated by luck. That's just the game we play.
Farore with some really good movement to the secret level.
Yeah, that was solid. That wall kick off the pole is pretty precise.
Ooh, interesting dive there. I have to work with some interesting cycles here.
Had to improvise some movement there on the secret. Dodge the cubes. Good dodges. Yeah, she got the shine, that's good. Survived.
That's the important part.
Alright, can you gain the wall kick first try as well? Solid. Let's see if the secret goes any better. And now you see Farore going over to unlock Rico. However, she's not going to enter Rico yet. She's just going to do a thing called Travel Skip, where she re-enters Bianco as Rico gets unlocked and saves the time of going back into Bianco and the time waiting unlocking Rico.
Yeah, essentially it's going to play 2 cutscenes at once and skip some movement back, which saves about 10 or so seconds. Looking good.
Yep, she should have that for sure.
Perfect.
Flawless. See, kinikola gain that momentum double jump off the corner of the thing.
Gotta save those frames, man. Every frame
Saving.
counts. Don't let a frame die.
He's got to save those frames to regain his lead here. Got a bit of a hill to climb, but he can... I mean, Bianco 5, like I said, could be a huge factor in this.
Kenny hitting travel skip.
Solid 2 travel skips. I would expect neither of these players to miss that.
We're missing a spin jump, but still making it work out pretty well. Kenny with some very interesting movement. Backs it up well.
I like how ambiguous the word interesting is. It can be good or bad, but it's interesting.
It's interesting. You never know, man.
With Kenny, you never know.
Anything's possible.
Ooh, the very good momentum spin off the little hill there.
The GWK, that was very nice ending from Kenny. Making up for the movement at the beginning.
He may be an old school player, but he's throwing in that new school tech.
the new tech. Now he's going to be doing spam spray Shadow Mario kills. Farore going into Bianco 5. This is one of the there's a lot of RNG in this game, but this is one of the few where it's just like strictly RNG and not really much of how well you play, because you can't really determine the path or really play any different. In the other RNG cases, you'll see that the player can make quite a big difference.
Yeah, like on the Manta Ray fight later in the run, that's like
Exactly.
some skill involved. With this, you're pretty much up to the mercy of where Petey wants to go. And the very slowest pattern versus the very fastest pattern is as much as like a minute difference. So theoretically, Kenny could take the lead here, but I mean, hopefully Farore gets a good pattern. Hopefully they both get good patterns.
That would be the best case scenario.
Farore's on track for the best pattern possible, but it almost never happens.
Yeah, this first spot it can lead to the best pattern, but there's a lot of places that Petey can go from this position. But so far, 2 good.
That was the best second spot.
And Kenny getting a good first spot as well. This is a solid place for him to start because you're guaranteed 2 good spots and usually a good 3rd spot.
Yeah, we could see 2 very good patterns here. Is that the... Nah, he's going over there.
Let's see.
I was thinking Petey might do like the... What is it? Like when he like threatens to go that way, then goes back to like the best spot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He did not do that, unfortunately, though.
Gonna go to the corner, but that's still pretty good RNG overall.
That was decent.
Not as bad as one might think. Kenny on his second hit, both in the same position.
If Kenny gets the second best pattern here, he'll save some time on this. He does not, unfortunately. He's going back there. He's going to that corner, yep.
Interesting.
Oh no,
We'll
he's
take
turned
a
again.
from here. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd say both those patterns were about roughly the same time. Ooh, messing up some spam sprays.
Ooh. Did he get hit there, or did his hit just like immediately cancel?
I think he just messed up some sprays. I don't think he got hit, no. Saving the dude there. What a nice guy.
A note about what kinikola did during the fight. He picked up the 1-up in the bell, which is going to ensure that he will have a less chance of game overing because he has 4 lives instead of Farore's 3.
That is always good in a tournament setting. Decreasing your chance of game over.
Always get the Bianco 5 1-ups, folks.
So both players getting a sub 18 Bianco 5. Nothing tragic's happened so far.
Yeah, but upcoming we have Gelato Beach skip in 2014 by a runner named Toval. Allows us to pretty much skip the entirety of Gelato Beach, which was pretty much the most boring world in the 80% run. But now it takes a whole 3 minutes to complete.
And let's see how Farore handles this GBS. Pretty good coconut. Spraying the coconuts out can be pretty random.
Wow.
Spraying is inherently random.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of players climb up the tree and grab the coconut from there and then throw it, but a lot of people go for spraying the coconut out because it is a little bit faster.
Yeah, it's a risk versus reward kind of thing. And the first try, GBS. Solid.
Very nice.
Let's see how Kenny follows that up.
Yeah, Kenny going up here and spam spraying. That's how you see a lot of runners do that.
As you can see, though, it doesn't always result in the best coconut placement.
Yeah, Kenny using a very underseen tech in this game to fight off those cataquacks.
Spraying him?
He did like the spin spray.
Oh, I was like, what did he do? He used Flood? And both players got first try. Solid stuff. You never overlook the spin spray. I mean, that's
Spin spray.
a casual player favorite move, but
Yeah, you might see that in 2019. Sunshine players are going to optimize that. Be good.
we're gonna use spin sprays the whole time in Serena 6.
Spin sprays and butt slides. Future.
We're gonna butt slide everywhere. Ooh, kinikola getting the quick kill of Shadow Mario.
Told you he was going to utilize those spam spray quick kills. Kind of thing.
Oh yeah, Farore still does the triple jump entry to the Pianta, which is interesting. Because I feel like it's actually more difficult than the Y turn.
No, yeah, it's... I believe...
It's a 3-frame window to hover.
Three or 4 frame window to hover. And it's also, I think, slower.
It's
so,
slower and harder, but, you know, she nailed it, so.
yeah.
And
Runners that aren't-
kinikola, no stranger to Y turn wall kicks. He's actually the wall kick god.
Debatable, but...
Oh yeah, I forgot Paper's in the call with me. Paper and Kenny can be referred to as wall kick rivals.
Yeah, Kenny was the first one to get good, but I think I've passed him up now.
Ooh.
But for we're getting some good RNG here. This is where you want the last chomp to be.
That was a good
Not
pause timing.
Ooh, wow, that was very nice.
Capelon also a god at wall kicks apparently, but he's a god in general, so that's not really a surprise.
That true. One of the legends of Sunshine.
It was kinikola got a worse pattern on the final chomplet, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna cost him a few seconds.
Yeah, he also didn't get very good RNG on the other chomplets, so yeah, the race is still pretty close. Probably what, 30 seconds,
Oh yeah.
give or take. But now we have one of the most technical shines in the run. We have Pianta Smoke. You know, some of you might think this is an auto scroller, right? But it's not.
You'd be wrong.
Yeah, you have to do quite a few, different tasks during Pianta Smoke, and you have to hit 2018. Because if you don't, then you're doing this year wrong. So we're gonna see what these runners go for. To a good start. Looks like she's gonna beat the Piantissimo man.
Ooh, is she going for it? 92. Anyone born 92 in the chat? That's 3 years before me. Yeah, Sid was born in 92. He was going to do the commentary originally. Well,
Aren't I, Sid?
I mean... Oh yeah, of course. That makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now it all makes sense.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, who's this paper arter guy? I've never heard of him.
Oh well.
Anyways, we got Pianta 3. We're gonna hopefully see a damage boost through the lava to
Ooh, blocking on the
get over
woman.
to the mushroom.
Still getting second wind. Ooh, interesting method here. Getting on that first mushroom.
Yeah, that was probably to play it safe after getting hit by the second wind.
That was a nice insta ledge grab out of a double jump onto that mushroom. Made it safely. Kinikola got first win, doing the usual rollout there. Very nice.
Ooh, and good side flips. Very nice movement from Kenny.
So there's some minor randomness to Chain Chomp's path. The Chain Chomp can face one of 3 ways. That is the slowest direction, unfortunately. It only costs like 2 seconds though.
Depending on how long you hold the Chain Chomp for, you'll see some runners let go of the Chain Chomp very early, while you'll see the top players hold on to the Chain Chomp this way a very long time.
Yeah, the longer you hold it, the more he'll be sped up.
Yeah. Strange thing that was found, although it makes sense when you kind of think about it, how the Chain Chomp moves faster when Mario grabs on.
Yeah, when you're pushing him forward. Ooh, Kenny getting the best possible Chain Chomp. Ooh, but unfortunately he does not manipulate him properly there. That's gonna cost him.
On just a little bit too long.
You gotta stand in certain spots to manipulate his movement. And unfortunately, he did not properly get that one in time.
Yeah.
But he'll drag him in.
Pull the Chain Chomp in. Some dirty work every now and then.
So you may be thinking, how are you gonna complete Pianta 5 without Yoshi unlocked? Don't you gotta spray some goop?
Let me tell you that we don't need Yoshi. Yoshi is actually not needed at all for the speedrun. So what these players are going to do, I know, crazy, they're going to clip into a tree, right? And then what they're going to do is they're going to clip out of the tree at the same time that they clip into this mushroom. And it's going to allow them to get past the yellow goop, make it into the secret.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I know, dude. This is some next level tech. You see here before hit it.
No Yoshi required.
No Yoshi.
This is the infamous Chuckster secret.
Jamal cycle.
Shout out to Jamal.
Jamal. The new Legend of Sunshine. Jamal coming in clutch.
You could even say he doesn't exist. He's that much of a legend. Yeah, both players opting for the Huff setup for Yoshi skip. Kenny trying to find the sweet spot. Going too far left and right so far. And he gets it. And he gets in there. Farore did not get the early cycle, but still got pretty good luck without it. He's moving and grooving.
Fast.
Hashtag moving and grooving.
These the players are going to mash Y to reverse the Chuckster throw. That allows you to have the Chuckster throw you a little bit earlier. And it also makes it possible to get some early cycles that originally were not possible.
Oh no! Kenny not quite making that.
You really? Oh my god, wow.
Highly unfortunate.
That jump is pretty deceiving. A lot of players will try to bounce on the Pianta's head early, and then they just won't make it across.
Maybe he didn't match A fast enough?
Huh?
He might match A? Maybe not fast enough?
He may have not even mashed at all.
Damn, man. Never really cycle either. Oh, he opts to play it safe, go for the middle platform. No shame in that.
So we have Pianta 6 on Farore's side. This level is very... you gotta spray some Piantas early. You gotta spray them off.
You want to spray them early so that they have time to unlock. We call them unlocking themselves. They have an animation where you can't spray them for a little bit.
Yeah. Kenny giving the Chuckster the look. Helps manipulate better RNG.
Oh no, he doesn't match that properly either. Kenny in a world of hurt right now. Oh my goodness.
Kenny falling a little bit behind.
Oh, I hate to see that happen. But he gets another chance at early cycle. If it's any consolation.
Kenny's really trying to show off the early cycle for us. He's giving us a treat.
And a 150 Pianta 6 from Furore. Oh, that could have been early cycle if he went for that. Oh, man.
Oh, poor Kenny. Yeah, that would have been pretty close. It would have been about in the halfway point, which does work.
That would have been a hard one to go for.
Yeah, and he probably wouldn't have gone for it after losing quite a bit of time here.
So Kenny has got a mountain to climb, but honestly, if he nails EYG and you know uses like his old school knowledge to pull ahead, it could still happen. I'm not counting him out yet.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm not counting him out still.
Oh, is he not? Oh my god.
Kenny is not having a good time here in this Chuckster secret.
This is hard to swallow. And once you die once in a secret, it usually does not go well. But luckily, because Kenny picked up the he still has one left. Oh, if he goes for Honey Skip, he'll have 0 at that point.
Furore with a comfortable lead here. Finishing Pianta at a 31 flat. Again, that could have been early cycle if he went for that, but he's playing it hella safe.
Kenny getting in the RNG.
Kenny getting teased by this Chuckster right now. Showing off his technical skill with his GWKD. Unfortunately, not going to help him with these throws. Oh well. No Honey Skip from Furore. She likes watching movies. We're going to watch this very good movie here.
Yeah, this movie's only about 40 seconds though, so not as good.
We see Shadow Mario 27's tongue. Kenny going for the old school Chuckster setup. Let's see how that pans out. And he makes it! Hey!
Alright, Kenny is past the... Wow, that was even a sketchy throw. He almost didn't make that.
I think Kenny had a bit of a mental block there, but he overcame it, powered through, and now he's going to play his heart out, I'm sure. I'm not counting him out yet. He could definitely still do those.
No, yeah, this is not an insurmountable that, you know, all it takes is...
Yeah, man, Pinna Park is arguably the hardest level, so anything can happen here.
I think most people will say it is the hardest level, and it's mainly because a mistake in Pinna doesn't cost you a couple seconds. It usually will cost you, you know, 7 to 10 seconds, which is really bad. You can make one small movement error on, you know, Pinna 1 right now, which we're seeing from Furore, or Pinna 3, and it just makes it really hard to come back from. But yeah, we see cutscene skips coming out from Furore. As much as we love watching movies in this game, we don't want to watch these movies. So
some movies are just too long to watch. I feel like we're gonna see a 208 Chucksters from Kenny right here. Calling it.
I'm gonna go with 209 Trey. I'm gonna give Kenny some.
I got faith in my boy.
I got faith.
Oh, unfortunately those didn't get unlocked, damn. I didn't even notice that.
It was quite unlucky. He didn't get either of them.
Didn't see that coming. Alright, that was a decent mecha from Furore.
Still killing Mecha Bowser pretty quickly. That only loses about maybe 15 seconds to a perfect mecha. Definitely not that bad.
Yep. Getting a perfect mecha is really difficult.
Especially with the rocket regrab in the middle. Synced up shine grab animations.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You mashing through the text faster.
Honestly, without practice codes, perfect mecha would be like almost undoable. I guess there's emulator practice, but that'd be kind of a pain.
A lot of people did that before practice codes.
Yep.
Yeah, Mecha Bowser was definitely the most annoying level to practice.
You had to go into the level, slide into the thing.
One shot, and then you restart.
And we see a mole skip from Furore.
Interesting. Not going for a dive, but making it work.
From what I can tell, this is a very solid run for Furore standards so far. Minus 41 on PB according to Wilco.
No, yeah, that would make sense. A 31 is pretty good for a 125 PB.
It seems that she's using the pressure to her advantage.
You see that happen with a lot of runners in races. They'll generally play, some runners will play better in races, but you will see a lot of runners tend to struggle. But Furore is kicking down doors, trying to take some names, throw us with an upset.
Oh yeah, this could be a big upset.
Yeah. Kenny not going for honey skip. A smart decision on his part. He only has one life, makes one mistake in Pinna 2 before getting the 1-up and, be over.
Yeah, I respect that decision to not waste a life on honey skip there.
Will cost him about 20 seconds or 15 seconds that he could have saved, but he can save 15 seconds by just having a better mecha.
And if he gets a good EYG, that's a minute right there, so. Pinna 3 is a pretty technical mission. Getting these red coins, you gotta make these ship cycles.
Yeah, Furore opting for the good old 2014 method. I very much approve.
Good old bread and butter Pinna 3 method. Before this new fancy ship nonsense.
Crazy stuff.
Unfortunately, mistimes that hover. That's gonna cost a bit of time. I'm gonna climb back up the tree. Not the worst mistake ever, though.
Yeah.
Just gotta get enough height. That was a weird grab right there. I don't know how she grabbed that from there. I guess she like clipped into that little
Oh, that was weird.
wooden
I'm a little
section, yeah.
confused. Commentators
Interesting.
lacking knowledge. A little bit confused right now.
Furore showing off some new knowledge bombs here. Making it through just fine, though. Let's see how Kenny handles this mecha.
Has he gotten 3 rockets? Yeah, he's gotten 3 hits. So he just needs one more.
That's the last hit, yeah. Both players gain the same mecha, I think.
Furore actually got one, or Kenny got one shot better than
Okay,
Furore.
that's right.
So a couple seconds saved.
They were similar.
Ooh, Furore struggling again in the pipe.
Doing some wall
Kinikola,
kicks.
a chance to come back. But yeah, we have Pinna 4 coming up, and Pinna 4 is actually like pretty deceptively hard level.
Yeah, one
That's
small
very
mistake and you'll mess up whatever cycle you're going for, costing 10 seconds.
And sometimes the egg dudes, they choose not to wake up, they choose not to follow you, they choose to follow you later than you were expecting. It can be interesting. You definitely have to think on your toes if something unexpected happens.
Yo, is this a one cycle we got here?
Furore with
Oh,
good setup.
unfortunately gets hit. That was almost a one cycle though. A very valiant effort to a one cycle.
That would have been close.
But like I said, one small mistake can ruin it all, which makes Pinna 4 pretty brutal.
Yeah. Kenny missing mole skip. Very interesting. Going for a backflip. Not something you see a lot of players do, but it can work.
I feel like in Kenny's position, he's gotta like stop doubting his movement, just go with his gut. Just use his muscle memory to his advantage. You gotta make back that time somehow, man. Getting the 1-ups for safety, that's a good decision.
Actually doesn't lose a whole lot of time. I did it in my race a couple days ago, and I think I lost less than a second actually getting it. So that run-up's a very good one to pick up.
That's one of the top 3 to get on the way.
What are the other ones?
The one in
Bianco
Bianco 5 and
Gelato 7?
yeah, Gelato 7.
Hmm.
Those are probably the top 3. Or the one where you talk to all 3 Piantas and Rico.
Oh, that one's pretty good.
That's a pretty fast one.
It's pretty quick. You know, might have to think about it. Might
We
be a
all like
contender.
being quick here. Yo, Furore going for 5YG. Let's go.
Ooh, this will be interesting.
Someone in chat led me to believe she didn't go for EYG, but apparently.
I'm
Now
sure.
this is the slow version of EYG, but still much faster than doing Pinna
It
Park.
still saves time.
Yeah, they get
It
saved
makes
like
sense.
40 seconds over not doing it.
Yeah, it would have to be somewhere around there because EYG saves like a minute 20, and this is probably about 30 seconds slower.
Yo, does her
EYG
PB have this or not? I feel like it
I
doesn't.
don't know.
If it doesn't, this could be a huge time save on her PB from this.
Yeah, for sure. Looks
Yeah,
like she's doing.
Furore has been labbing. I'm impressed.
Aurora doing really well. She's got the fruit stored.
Able to
and
do
she-
fruit storage because non-Japanese.
Mhm.
Yo,
That was a little far away. Should still work.
this is her first run with 5YG. This is nutty.
Oh boy, dude. Yeah, dude. She might
This is
be
an
KPB
absolute-
with this run.
Lobber knocker right now.
Ooh, the platform almost
Any-
disappearing. That was.
Yo, Kenny's got to dig deep.
Mhm.
I still got faith in him though.
Oh, for sure.
Playing it safe in Pinna 6. May as well with this kind of a lead. Although that was kind of a scary spin jump there. Making it through just fine though.
Ooh, interesting.
Let's see if Kenny gets this one cycle. I'm not sure what the setup is, but it seems not quite. Not quite enough time to get that last guy. But again, a good
I think
effort.
he wanted both of the girls to attack him at the same time, but didn't.
Yeah, you want to group up like two of them, then get one by itself, ideally. Because getting 4 different ground pounds, you barely have enough time for that. And 5, you definitely don't have enough time for that. So,
For sure. Aurora on a really good pace right now.
this is her best run ever. I gotta say.
It's gonna be a high 42 pinna, which is pretty respectable,
Pretty
especially
good.
for a player of her skill. 125 players probably have maybe a 45, 46 pinna, would you say?
44, 45. I don't really know too well, but
Yeah.
somewhere in that area. So ending Pinna is pretty much the halfway point for the run. Still a long ways to go. A lot of time Kenny
Yeah,
can
bro.
catch up.
We will. Ooh, Kenny going for 5YG2, it seems.
Oh man, I was
Sorry.
thinking he could like do a 3YG, save a little more time.
Show us
but-
off.
Yep.
It's a show, but he's gonna play it safe to maybe just get a better EYG than save some time. Although he really does need a bit of it at this point.
Couldn't tell if he was looking for coins, looking for the fruit. This isn't 100
He's
coins,
just-
Kenny. That's alright. He got his fruit needed, he stored the fruit. Furore doing
Fruit
Rico
storage
1.
actually makes fruit storage makes EYG a significant bit easier, and in episode 5 too, it helps the runners. Furore going to the top here, not something you see, but
That's actually... yeah, I don't know. What's the thought process between Rico 1 on the top?
not quite sure. Ooh,
I'm not sure what that's all about, but it works. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe
a
she
little
thought she was in
sketch
Rico
there,
5?
but-
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. The movement looked pretty intentional.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess whatever gets you from point A to point B.
Yeah, man. That's all
That's
that
all that
matters. I think Kenny had a little bit better of an EYG based on where the merry-go-round was, but It could have also been a little bit slower.
Ooh, look at this. Under the top to the right. Shouts to
Ooh.
Yamata. That'll save Kenny some time. That's a very hype strat.
Yeah. I was practicing to do that in my race, and then I realized how much harder the strat was than I thought. But it looks very swaggy.
It's
Kenny,
the same time as over the top, but it looks pretty swag.
Yeah, Kenny trying to give us a show. Doing a very good job. He's going to need to give us a show a little bit more if he wants to make up his lost ground.
He's stepping up his game now, you know. He's definitely not counting himself out yet.
He's got the warm-up in. Now it's time to show us that good old Ola movement.
Kenny wants to win this race so badly. These two players, known to have a little bit of beef in the past, but I'm not going to get into that.
Beef.
Just some mild beef.
Yeah, isn't
But
that
here in the
everyone?
SMS community, we're all about beef, so.
Yeah. Don't have beef with anyone in the SMS community, you're doing something wrong.
Gotta have beef with
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the old school blooper race here from Furore. Smart decision for like a 125 tier player. You're probably not going to save time not doing the blooper.
Yeah, for sure. And blooperless actually isn't that much faster. It is a few seconds.
Yeah, you save like up to 3 or 4 if you're perfect. But
That's
again, you're going to
assuming
be
you
like
get on
perfect.
top. Yeah, that's getting on top quickly, which, you know, it's not the most complicated thing, but, you know, if you miss the GWK, or depending on what strats you're doing, you know, you might not even save time by doing blooperless. But with the very swag ground pound into the shine, that's a lot harder than it actually looks, because the shine's so low to the ground.
And you gotta love how you can enter Rico from below the dock. I've always liked that.
And a very disjointed entry box for Rico. Surprising though, considering a lot of the things in Sunshine that work.
Yeah, we should see the lower movement to Rico on blooper here.
Yeah, the traditional. Kenny showing us some momentum spin jumps. Very I guess a more utilized technique
Than back in the day.
nowadays.
Yo, Furore getting the
Furore.
frame perfect trick.
Perfect trick. Beautiful.
You got 1 frame to hover there. She got it.
Yeah, it's very technical. More Piantismo shines are probably a little bit more technical, but that is still
Arguably.
very technical. Yeah, I don't think arguably. I would say objectively.
Honestly, you're right. There's no argument there.
Piantismo is a fast man, dude. Like, you know, the old 120 records, you know, sometimes they just lost to Piantismo. He's pretty fast.
Yeah, we're getting some minor audio fluctuations, but they're really not that bad. Just a capture card thing, I guess. Alright, so Rico 4, a very notorious secret. Like, no matter how good you are, you're bound to die here every now and then. Let's see how Furore handles it. I think she's got this, personally.
Furore's movement is looking really good.
She's playing out
A
of her
little
mind
safe
today.
here. Ooh. Wow, I can't believe that worked. That was very interesting.
Oh, it's from Amarak. Yeah, I mean, that software is a little
It's a little
sketch.
sketch.
A little sketchy software, but it records.
Ooh.
That's the key thing.
Ooh. Good ground pound by Furore there. She was a little bit early to that jump.
And I'm pretty
Ground
sure
pounding
Kenny did
saved
the
her from-
blooperless entrance there to the blooper race.
I think he did. I'm gonna take the
Saving
blooper
that-
inside.
Saving that second.
That well-deserved second.
Kenny hugging the wall for his dear life, making sure he touches that checkpoint.
Yeah, and Rico too. There's 2 checkpoints.
No
you
doubt he
can
touched that checkpoint.
try. There might still be a possibility. We are talking about Kenny here.
With Kenny, you never know.
It's the interesting movement.
Now over the top here is the proper movement for Rico 5. Another blooper fight.
What if Farore went?
Oh no, that
sewers?
block gonna cost a bit of time. That's okay though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she'll just have to climb up. Not a huge deal.
You just shook it off like it was nothing. It ain't no thing.
Yeah, the blooper. Goodness, the blooper fights are pretty much the exact same, except you have to pull his nose a little bit longer in episode 5.
So it's ever so slightly harder.
Yeah, you have to hold it like a whole extra second, you know.
It's crazy.
To get those squealers, man, you know, gotta save those frames. Bounce.
Double frame perfect trick. Oh my god.
Oh my god, kinikola hitting the frame perfects. He's
Kenny
so
and
good,
Farore
dude.
showing us why they're both solid players.
Mhm. Try that at home, kids. Very technical.
You'll never pull it off in a million years. I guarantee it. These two are just natural gamers.
What you could call alpha gamers.
The alpha-est of gamers. Let's see if Kenny can go for some fast strats here in Rico 4.
2018, gotta show off that fast movement.
Meanwhile, Farore doing the second blooper mission of Rico.
Yeah. Twins on the water can actually be a
Old school route.
can be a deceptively difficult shine. The blooper, while it controls pretty well, you know, when you're trying to make specific movements, can be a little bit difficult. Going through with no problems.
But it is pretty safe though, knowing that on the green blooper, if you're not holding up, you can't die. So.
Yeah, that's a very important thing to note. Sometimes if you make a wrong turn or something and you're about to go into a wall, you can just let go and you'll be fine. Kenny with the good Rico 4. Showing off.
Neither player dying in Rico 4. That's pretty amazing for a race, to be honest.
Mhm.
Generally, someone seems to die there. It's just the way races go in this game. But not today. So Rico Shadow Mario, you pretty much just walk forward and spray.
Not pretty much. If you don't dive, you can hold forward and spray, and 99% of the time you'll be good.
Probably the easiest blindfolded shine in the game. All right, so finishing Rico at a solid 53.01, it seems like.
I think it was a little bit less than that. I think it was sub 53. Unless
might have been.
my stream is just
I didn't
Just
look at
a
it.
little
I
weird,
didn't look at it
but-
too closely.
yeah. Farore definitely going pretty quick, as the new kids would like to say.
Only the new kids say that.
Only the new kids, definitely not the old boys. But yeah, Bianco 6 kind of becoming an infamous shine in the SMS community. You see a lot of runners die here trying to go fast. Hopefully, we don't see a death, but if we do, it's not at the top, because death there
Yeah,
costs.
hopefully it'll be at the bottom. If we do see one.
Yeah.
Because as Bouncy Boy's proven, dying at the top costs quite a bit of time.
Definitely not something you want to do, especially when you have a lead this big.
And definitely something that not just Bouncy Boy's proven, everyone's proven that. We've all died up there at some point. And it sucks. Yeah, honestly, Farore could play it safe all she wants. She's got this race pretty on lock so far, unless Kenny pulls out some crazy moves.
Yeah, at this point in the race, Kenny's kind of banking, making a major mistake.
Yeah, Kenny has to bank on that. And like I said, it could always happen. 80% races in this
Always
game
happen.
are so unpredictable, man.
Never know until that final ground pound. And even then, sometimes you don't know.
She might
Sometimes
get
you'll
9 extra King Boo cycles. You never know.
Yeah, Farore playing the top safe, managing to get the shine, keeping this good pace going. Kenny wrapping up Rico here. About to do the Shadow Mario. Hopefully we don't see Shadow
Hopefully
Mario.
no choke
top.
here. Ooh, doing the dive rollout, a little more risky. And he gets it. He saved a half second.
Very much worth. Always save the frames when you can. Farore also doing a Shadow Mario right now. Getting Shadow Mario pretty quick.
Now I'm curious to see if Farore does Shadow Mario to the right or left here.
See both, although I feel like she will probably have Shadow Mario go to the right.
Yeah, this is the easier way to do it. Only a little bit slower, but definitely safer. If you're too slow spraying him off the other way, he'll climb on the roof and it's a huge pain. And yeah,
Something you don't want.
don't want him to get away from you.
You think we could do like a spam spray rollout kill on that Shadow Mario like we do with all
Oh,
like, a
you
lot of the
actually
other
can.
ones?
I think Mega Larvitar had a video of that. But it's super risky. And if you mess it up,
Like
You're
every,
in a world of
every
hurt.
big kill. Yeah, but that one would probably be worse than the other ones because then you're forced to have Shadow Mario go on the rooftops, and that's never a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Kenny barely saving himself. He was attempting the spin jump into wide turn wall kick strat, but failed on it after getting kind of a
Yeah.
bad spin jump.
Yeah. We see Farore doing Manta here.
Manta is my least favorite level in 80% because it
Oh, yeah,
usually
for sure.
goes badly.
Well, like, definitely one of the harder shines because you're not only looking for the Manta to do a specific kind of movement, but to react to the Manta, and then you also have to play well to get the
Whoa,
spams right.
okay, Roar with a really solid Manta right now. I don't know if you were watching that.
Oh. Wow,
This
yeah.
is looking like a
was
Manta that like
pretty good.
this is like a Manta Nvidia would get. Like, this is crazy. She is not messing around. She is taking names out here.
She wants the W, man.
She's been training for this,
Not
I can
messing
tell.
Only in the lab. That's some
her,
kick.
her spam spray game
Ow.
is on point.
Not even looking, dude. 360 no scope.
That had to have been like a 250, which is very solid for Manta.
Yeah, that was pretty solid.
Like, I'm not even messing around. Like, a top player would be fine with that Manta.
For sure. Trevor, I would definitely take that Manta if we were
I would
on
take
good
that
pace.
Manta. So Kenny, he's kind of
Like to
making a
have-
comeback. He's only a Manta behind.
Only a Manta.
Only a Manta behind. We're about 250 behind.
Yeah, 250 to 3 minutes, depending on how Kenny goes. Almost synced up Shine gets, but
Shink up the shines. Yeah, Manta is very random. It's stupid. That being said, though, the more skill you have, the more you can kind of like react to where he goes, how he splits up. But overall,
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
generally gonna get screwed over.
mhm.
My gold
You do
split on
get, like-
Manta is over 2 years old. Just so you know. That was like a once in a lifetime thing for me.
Yeah, but Manta's definitely the most skill-based RNG in this game. You could argue early cycle, but even sometimes, you know, a lot of players that get early cycle that like don't get up to the top like as fast as others, and then a lot of top runners just don't get it because of the RNG. It's not good. But Manta is definitely different.
Yeah, whereas Petey, you're pretty much just waiting for her to see where he goes.
You're just kind of hoping. You're not really doing anything else. Other than making sure you get
Petey
that.
to be nice to you.
Yeah. Make sure you get that precious one up though.
The classic corner cut with the side flip dive on the sand blocks. We've seen Dragorn do that in 2004. It's classic Serena 2 movement.
Classics.
And she makes it through. No choke.
Let's see how Kenny's Manta is. Getting them pretty small, but he's got a few big ones out there.
I feel like Kenny has been sleeping on Furore a little bit too much, playing too much Overwatch instead of practicing.
Yeah, Kenny might be taking a dive into the loser's bracket.
I think he was banking on that, on those mistakes, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you get a really good run. You can never count anyone out. That'll just be a lesson. Not just to Kenny, but to anyone.
Yeah, we see Furore going into Serena 3 here. We're gonna see her grab a banana, and then throw the banana, and then she's gonna get a shine. All you really need to know.
And look at that banana split. A very nice clip. Also known as Yoshi Skip 2.
Yoshi Skip 2. Never thought about it that way. Clip.
Little known fact,
Very
Yoshi
nice.
is in Serena, you just never see him. Let's see if Kenny goes for a fast entry to the secret here. He's got to do like whatever he can, save the seconds. I mean, bonking won't save time, but
It's gonna come down to that, you know. Plus, I think Kenny realizes that if Furore continues to play the way she is, that it's kind of over. So he might be trying to entertain us, give us a little value out of his run.
oh, and he gets the fast Tobo entry.
Shout out to Tobo.
Solid.
Ooh, very
And
nice.
thankfully, I would not run this game if the skip didn't exist. Casino skip.
For sure.
Because the casino is the worst thing in this game. You gotta deal with 2 slot machines. Okay, unfortunately a death. That's a very small death though. That's like nothing. Maybe like 10 seconds lost at most.
Roughly. Not a big deal at all.
No biggie.
That's pretty much just like a movement mistake on another level. Kenny with a very sketchy spin jump. He's
Playing
okay.
it safe at the end of Serena 2 here.
We're nailing it so
He's
far.
living, he's living.
Both players, secret levels. Very scary positions right now.
Even with that death, like that was a perfectly fine Serena 4.
For certain. But yeah, we have everyone's best friend coming up. Ooh.
Everyone's
Why-
best friend.
Why don't you talk about our friend King Boo and explain why we like him so much?
He gives us free fruit and bubbles.
And
And
sometimes
enemies.
coins. He gives us money, dude. I can pay for college
Literally,
with that.
he gives you free money. If you're at low health, he gives to the poor. He's a nice guy. But in this race, we should hopefully see no coins, or else they're really messing up if we see coins here. And first try banana split from Kenny. I feel like Kenny's been gaining little bits of time every mission. Not sure it'll be enough to catch up, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling through on this Serena so far. Or is playing it safe, which is definitely the smart thing to do in this position. When you have a 2 to 3 minute lead, you can definitely afford to have some seconds go here and there, as long as you're not making major mistakes.
Alright, in the chat, 1 like equals 1 prayer for King Boo being nice. King Boo is kind of like Petey, where you just gotta hope. He's nice to you.
Ooh, Pepper to start off. Yeah, King Boo does have a small bit of skill though. You know, grabbing those peppers is deceptively, definitely not as easy as it looks. For getting bubbles, very sketchy thing to happen here. Hopefully.
Those are pretty annoying, but honestly, as long as you get the best pattern, not too bad.
So far looking good. The casino skip. 1-1.
Any playing it safe here. Oh, but he still dies. Damn. He's not going to save that time that he could have saved. In fact, he lost more time by attempting to go slow and then dying still. Not going to help his case out.
I wonder if he tried to GWKD there for no reason.
I think he's trying to swag on us, but I don't know. You got to show something for your swag, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, and the durian to finish him off. Durian, most optimal fruit, is you can kick it into him. No picking up needed.
Save those animations. Save the frames.
Sick durian. That was a perfect King Boo, right? 0 extra?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, instead of being a Manta behind, Kenny's now a King Boo behind.
Which is arguably worse.
About the same.
Or about the same, yeah.
Same, yeah. Right, I guess technically it's a little
like
worse.
a little teensy bit worse, but
because like you're more likely to get like
the end of the race, so
yeah.
Yeah, Ashley is killing it. And run NCSU, which means that you can miss half the goop here and it still counts. It's pretty free.
It honestly does feel like half sometimes.
I watch these players play NCSU 3-6 and like,
and then
how the heck did that finish?
just get so mad 'cause you're just like, I have to hit all this goop.
You missed
on
so
NCSUJ.
much and it still counted.
And then it's still faster. They get like 220s casually, and we're struggling over here to get like above 215 most of the time.
We are out here cleaning up every last spec.
I don't know, Trey. It could just be that we're not good at this shrine.
Yeah, that's still completed and like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Wow.
That's the NCSU priority, but you know.
Having to look around a little bit, but that's still okay. We're gonna see what kind of RNG Kenny gets. Hopefully the game doesn't decide that he's out of this race.
Kenny can never give up. I mean, gotta persevere.
He's gotta fight through.
It's all about mentality. But yeah, that Pianta 5 really did put a number on him, I gotta say.
I think aside from that shine, he's been
doing alright aside from that, yeah.
He's probably been playing equal to or even better than Farore on probably a good majority of the shines. Ooh, but getting some bad RNG here. Further strengthening Farore's lead.
Shadow Mario before the stairs. Very nice. Going into Noki at a 109, I feel like that's really good for a 125 PB player.
For sure. That's gotta be...
This is 123 pace, I feel like.
Might even be better than that.
Theoretically.
What time do we finish there? Like 103?
Dude, I haven't played 80% in so long, I couldn't tell you.
I think it's like 103.
Sounds
103,
about right.
104. So 5 minutes
Somewhere in that
behind that.
range. So yeah,
Sure.
123 pace, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Farore could clutch out a good PB in a race.
There really is like no luck factor in Noki aside from the Gumi spawns here, which is very minor. It's just
Yeah.
execution.
Although when you are going for fast Noki 1 strats, the Goomies can be quite annoying sometimes.
Yeah, they'll like
You'll-
spawn right below you and mess up your mojo.
Yep.
And, yeah,
Mhm.
I hate that. Falling down to Noki 1 is a very big time loss, but she makes it up just fine.
Second cycle, or that's probably cycle, huh?
My third. And yeah, each runner you'll see them wait for him to throw the third bomb before hitting the first hit. Because there's a lot of delay between him throwing a bomb after he gets hit. So you wait for him to
Sure.
throw his 3 bombs and you throw them on him. And that saves a bit of time.
What Kenny can muster out on this Serena 6.
Kenny Serena 6
Oh.
looking really solid so far. We may
That's the
see, I'm
optimum.
gonna guess a 226 here. This looks solid, dude.
I'm gonna go 223. I had
looks
faith in
solid.
Kenny before and he let me down, so.
Oh, 27, I was close, I was close.
Ooh.
Yo, I could tell from the start, that was a really solid Serena 6. Damn, dude.
Definitely showing up in the late game. 227 is pretty good.
That's solid for TSCU.
Mm-hmm. You're trying to show off at least the things. that you can
Interesting
do in this
movement,
game.
getting on the ledge first before spraying it. I've seen a lot of unique movement from Farore, I gotta say.
Yeah. A lot of times, when you only watch top players in the game, you don't really see some of the more unique and interesting strategies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely, you know, refreshing to watch other play styles.
Yeah, when you're learning this game or like a pretty new runner to it, I'd recommend watching a variety of runners to get an idea of what different kinds of stuff you can go for. And maybe even like theory craft your own kind of stuff similar to other movement. Kenny finishing up Noki at a 112.30 something. Not the best run for his caliber of player, but hopefully he finishes off strong.
See the paperwork.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I would be surprised. Maybe Kenny. He might do it.
Maybe Kenny, you know, knowing you're commentating, will show it out for you.
Understandable on Farore's part. She
Having
is
a
on
little bit of
PB
trouble in
pace.
Noki 3 here. Noki 3 is not free. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Definitely not a free shine. You gotta, like, focus on these red coins, man.
Yeah. I remember losing a 116 pace run to the shine. Was not.
Oh, did that actually happen?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Nah. Grind for that.
Never sleep on Noki 3. But she recovered it. The PBs of the runners, kinikola has a 121 from 2014. hearmefarore has a 125.
A 125
Yeah, man.
for possibly not much longer.
This is like easy PB pace for her. This is pretty
Definitely.
crazy right now. Some players just do better under pressure, which is a good trait to have.
And some players grumble under it, you know.
Specifically on Pianta 5. I'm not gonna say any names though. I'm just saying. It could happen. Okay, so the eel is a definite place where a lot of time lost could be had if you're not careful. I feel like she's gonna go for a 5-tooth eel. And then the cutscene skip. An easier version of cutscene skip because on non-JP you can rely on air damage for that. As long as you flash red from air damage at the same time you spray the final tooth, it skips the cutscene of the eel dying or whatever. The eel dying from cleaning his teeth. I don't know how that works, but it's a video game for you. Alright, 2 teeth, pretty good. 3. Oh, not quite 3. I think she's gonna get... Yeah, there's 5, there's 5. 5 tooth. Okay. Gotta go across now. Don't get eaten. Nice. One more tooth. Provoke him into eating you. Get out of there. And... gets the cutscene skip from air damage. Solid. Cutscene skip 5 tooth. I feel like Kenny, that was his last chance to bank on her losing time. But it didn't happen. Kenny, pretty far behind now, unfortunately. Oh yeah, good strat there. I believe Kenny showed off. When you're going into that little cubby there for the 7th coin, the trick to going back faster is to hold neutral, and you can instantly go back out of that little cubby hole, as opposed to just holding back immediately. It's pretty unintuitive, but that's just how it works. And the final piantissimo for Furore. You should never lose this race. But it's been known to happen from not paying attention. That being said, Furore, I'm sure, is 100%, 110% attentiveness right now on this PB pace run. We get a nice shot of Piantissimo bonking right there. That's always funny. I don't know if Kenny's learned 6-tooth or not. I think he's only going to go for 5-tooth. Oh yeah, doing the meme spam sprays to save like 1 frame. I think this only saves time on task because emulators remove lag arbitrarily. But on console, I feel like this causes some lag, not even saving time. I don't know. It's just not worth it. Don't bother spam spraying out there. You're just wasting energy, man. So we got 4 teeth. He's gonna get 5 here. I'm not sure where Paper went. I think his internet's having some issues. In classic Paper fashion. I'm gonna commentate this race myself. Sunoki 6, the most notorious of SMS secrets. Is she gonna finish strong? Let's find out. I've got faith. She is on very solid PB pace right now. This is crazy.
Hello?
Welcome back, Paper.
Okay. I have no clue what happened there.
That's alright. I've been holding up on commentary.
But
I've been holding it down here. If Furore gets through this Noki 6 just fine, like, this could be huge for her.
sure.
Huge upset, huge PB. I don't want to curse it. No commentary curse, but it's possible. Just nice focused movement. Watch out for that peg.
Pigs are scary.
And
man.
she makes it. Just
All
like
right.
that. Slow and steady wins the race. No need to swag out too hard.
Mm-hmm. Aurora actually played the race really well after she got the lead. And he,
Aurora's doing insane. I thought that at some point she'd fall apart, but she's proven me wrong right now.
nah, playing very consistently.
Proving him wrong.
Us up. Commentators don't even know a thing anymore.
We don't know what's going on. All we know is Kenny's running circles around that flagpole.
Running around.
While Farore is running circles
Ooh,
around
with the
Kenny,
quick
ironically. This could be a low 124. I kid you not. That'd be a minute PB for Farore. Let's see what happens.
Could be a low.
Could be a high
23 would
120.
play.
I don't know how insane her Corona is.
Oh, yeah. 23.
If
True.
she becomes Nindere, it could be a 123, but 124 for sure. Dude, all eyes are on Farore.
What would you
Let's
see
see
in the entering 6? But
He's going into 6.
no. Corona
I feel
Mountain.
like it's a lost cause for him at this point unless Farore really chokes this. But
Yeah.
I think she's got this. I think she's got this.
Corona Mountain can be a scary stage, but you're not going for fast Coronas, the kids call it. You know,
You know, the
stage's not
kids.
that bad. The kids.
Anyone newer to the game than Paper's a kid.
Or you're not a kid.
I'm a kid.
Yeah. Some interesting movement. We don't normally see that middle spot, but Farore using it really.
Dude, she is respecting the fire so much. Sometimes it takes a long time to go out.
Respect fire her.
You gotta respect the fire even though it can screw you over.
Ooh, both going a little wide.
No fast boat, but she seems to have control here.
Showing the boat who is boss. Definitely Farore.
Ooh, and a fast ending to boot.
See
See if she gets the double
good
rocket, storage.
Yep, playing it
There's
safe.
1. There's 2. And she is in there. She is on Bowser. PB pace.
Possible
80%
123
Tournament
pace.
2018. Speed Gaming 4.
There is, Papa.
Let's go.
Possible upset. Kinikola going to lose.
Huge
possibly.
upset.
I think not.
Who would have seen this coming?
I cannot wait for this interview, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't you ever give up?
Mario!
Let's see if Bowser's a homie.
You disturb my family vacation.
Will he be a homie?
This could 123,
Game
dog.
four.
This could
could
123, dog.
123. Put some Trey Dogs in the chat.
I can't believe what I am seeing right now. .123 pace. Speed Gaming 4. Seen it here first, folks. Twitch.tv.
Yeah. Playing Bowser safe, making sure she off the stage.
Making sure this scoop is not in an inopportune spot.
It's looking possible.
Oh man, she's got this. There it is, 123.
123. Wow.
She has been labbing for this race.
What a race by Farore.
What a
2
huge
minute
PB.
And Kenny, out of the question, beat him by a mile.
Skipped 124. That, I don't know who all has skipped 124. Not many people, but she has
I
done it.
haven't skipped 124. Fun fact.
I think I did only because
Oh,
of
yeah.
GBS, but either way, truly insane.
Crazy run.
I am blown away by that. She
Farore
played her heart out.
showing up. Very impressive showing.
I would be so happy if I were pro right now.
123.
You could be
I'm gonna kill myself.
unhappy in this situation. Completely slaughtered your opponent. 2-minute PB.
Mm-hmm.
What's there to be mad about? I don't think there's anything, Trey. Can you think of anything?
She played flawlessly this tournament. That's the best case scenario for her.
But yeah, kinikola, he may be down right now, but he is certainly not out. We will see him in loser's bracket, trying to make a comeback, make it into the main bracket.
Yeah, Kenny can still redeem himself. The way this tournament works is that it's an initial double elimination for groups of 4 people, and then the best 2 from that bracket make it into a singles bracket or a single LM bracket. So Kenny is not out of this yet, so he has a chance to redeem himself. But hopefully from this race, Kenny's learned a lesson or 2.
It is possible that we might see a rematch between these 2 players, depending on how the bracket shapes
that would
up.
be good. That would be the salty rematch of the century if that happened.
Right now, 126.
Hopefully for that race, if it happens, Kenny will play a little less OW, a little more SMS.
And
that would definitely help.
My last split.
I don't know how well Overwatch translates into SMS gameplay. Probably not too well though.
Probably not well, but you know
those flick reactions and all that stuff.
For to reset our game right now.
Yeah,
gaming skills nonetheless.
Anything is possible.
So I guess we're gonna try to do an interview here.
Interview?
Farore joins. Then I'll move her in here.
She did it.
Going ahead and pull up the bracket and see what happens after this.
I lost a minute to RNG, so then I'm down to 125.02. And then I lost 3 minutes to...
I hear Kenny talking on stream.
So then I'm down to 123 or 122.02. So if I wouldn't have choked on like 1 level...
Man, I am glad to have had the pleasure to commentate this race with Paper Oreo.
That's really
of course.
Trey, it was a pleasure to commentate with you, my buddy old pal.
Buddy old pal, old friend of mine.
What? Can you?
But yeah, so looking at the group stage right now, hearmefarore will go on to play Valu, which if Farore plays like this, could be an interesting matchup. But we will see.
Yeah,
Kenny
I don't
versus...
know. Valu's been really focused on Odyssey, which is not Sunshine, so not going to help him too much. That could be a good race too if she plays again, like out of her mind.
Yep. We will see Kenny play Morgwise, and then the winner of that will play the loser of Valu.
I'll move her in here for a quick interview.
Fans that I let down. I apologize.
Yo, congrats!
I apologize
Thank
to
you.
myself and enjoy my fucking
I am blown away by that race.
We are
I don't even know.
stunned.
I don't even know what to say. I'm shaking. Holy moly.
Practicing this fucking game.
You wanted to beat Kenny so badly that you just pulled out none of the stops. You just went all in.
I really did. Wow, I've never done anything like that before. None of my practice runs were like that. Oh my goodness.
You just never know when the sick runs are going to happen.
Right. Absolutely. And I usually choke is the thing. If I'm under any amount of pressure, usually I just choke.
Not in this race.
Right. I'm surprised it didn't come. I was waiting for it the whole time.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I think it helped that I was ahead of Kenny from the beginning. It helped keep my morale up, probably.
Yeah, you were looking at his Pianta 5 being like... Huh.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I could do this, I could do this.
Feeling good about yourself at that point.
Plus I have secret EYG, so...
Yeah, that was really the crazy thing to me. I was like, yo,
That's
Kenny still has
surprising.
EYG on his side, but... Oh, she's doing EYG, okay.
Yep. I've been practicing that for about half a week, and I was like, well, might as well bring it
And
out
it paid
here.
off.
It paid off very nicely.
The problem is, because of the way these brackets are set up, the thing that's going to determine who moves on from this double elimination round will be another match between me and Kenny.
And that'll be the salty rematch.
Yes. So I have to keep my guard up, and he might come back with a vengeance. So I have to
If Kenny is truly
keep trying.
if Kenny truly wants to win, he's gonna practice for that.
Yeah.
I don't know how determined he is though.
Yep.
We'll have to see.
I think this race might have been a blow to his morale.
Right. He might give up. I feel like I can never really predict Kenny. He's a pretty unpredictable soul, but I feel like
He's very interesting.
he won't
Let's try
just
that
let
point.
me take it.
Interesting can mean a lot of different things, so it's fine to say interesting.
I feel like he'll come back swinging, so I'm gonna keep it up and keep trying to improve.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
124.
Very good showing for Roar.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How
both
do you
of
feel about your upcoming matchup against Valu?
Oh, I mean, another practice run, I guess. not to sound demoralizing, but yeah,
Just
I
do
don't.
your
I'm
best.
not expecting much from
Yeah.
that. I'm just gonna try again, is all.
Hey, you got the W here, and that's
Yeah.
what counts.
Anything can happen, I suppose.
You have beat Kinney. You have completely shown your dominance over
You
him.
defeated a top 20 player in 2014.
And he said he'd grow his hair out if I beat him. So.
Yo, he's finally gonna look. Ah, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
Awkward.
Yeah,
No BM on speed gaming for her.
it'll be good. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the kind words. Oh, I've never popped off so hard in my life.
Yeah, not much more could have been better about that. 123 beat Kinney.
For sure.
I don't know
For
if Kenny
sure.
wants to interview. He might be a little too salty.
I would like to interview Kinney right now.
Understandably,
I
of
would
course.
I would like to hear what he has to say, but I understand if he's gonna stand down. Also, by the way, everyone, take it from the laziest speedrunner in the world. 5YG is really, really easy.
I don't know if Kenny's reading the Twitch chat. I assume he is.
I feel like he might not be, actually.
How do we get him in here?
His stream chat, maybe add him in Discord. I'll add him in Discord.
Okay. He's like doing another little run thing here, even though he's gonna get cut
I
off.
didn't realize that having long hair is annoying as shit.
Yo, Kenny. How's it going?
Do I want an interview?
The man, the myth, the legend.
How do you feel about that
Kinikola.
race?
Great.
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 It's feeling great.
So what were your
Thanks for
thoughts
the race,
during
Kenny.
that Pianta 5?
My thoughts were, wow, I hope I don't have to grow out my hair again. Wow, I really hope I don't have to grow out my hair again. Wow, I really hope I don't have to grow out my hair again.
So the pressure of growing out the hair was what really got to you.
Yeah, now I have to leave the bald SMS Discord.
Oh man, now it's just B-boy. Crap. He's gonna be so lonely. Man.
This is truly a sad day for Kinikola. And the ball.
That's how it goes, though. That's how the cookie crumbles. So who is Kenny's next opponent?
Morgwise.
Morgwise.
Oh, a sizable opponent, I'm sure. All
Let's
right.
see. So Kenny, the question on all of our minds is how are you going to bounce back from this? Are you going to continue playing Overwatch, or are you going to get your stuff together and show us a good race?
I will never bounce back from this ever. I'll never bounce back from this. Even when we're on our deathbeds, and I'm on my deathbed, and Faro's on her deathbed, and we're like,
Because we're dying.
calling
at the
each
same
other
time.
from different hospitals, and we're like, yo, we're both on our deathbeds right now. Faro's gonna be like, remember that one time I fucking beat you in a race and sniped you with another strat that you didn't know I was gonna do?
That is a very realistic scenario.
I can beat Faro in 100 races, but she always got me in this one, man.
But you're still, are you gonna still try to put in some work in the salty run back if it happens?
Kind of want to now, but
Get your revenge?
we'll see if that happens or not. I think my SMS prime is past. I think the best, my peak of my SMS career was when I played 120. So I was
Good
That's
category.
my ass off for that, and I wasn't practicing by playing Overwatch. I was practicing by playing SMS.
Not that you can't. I mean, Overwatch is fine as long as you put some time in SMS, of course.
Yeah,
Everything in moderation.
I mean, really, if you really think about it, if I didn't choke, what's that level? Pianta 5,
Mhm.
and I didn't get bad RNG from the spider, and I didn't get 4 extra cycles on King Boo, I would have had something like a 122.01, which would have been extremely respectable. So it was just like losing my mind for like 3 minutes or whatever, or one level basically, which is all it takes, man.
So just practice Pianta 5 for 10 hours and you're solid.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe more than 10. Kenny might need a little bit more than that.
Whatever it takes. All right. Well, I guess we're probably gonna wrap it up here.
I want to give apologies to the stream. I want to give apologies to the commentators.
Thank you for that.
I want to give.
Yeah,
I
Kenny, I
accept that
watched your
apology.
gameplay for an hour and a half. How do you think I feel after that? I'm traumatized.
I had to sit through that. No, I'm kidding.
I want to apologize.
I'd
to
rather
my
watch
head
the intro
for-
6 times than watch you.
I love watching the movies.
I want to apologize to my head for not being able to get any vitamin D anymore. It'll be covered by hair. I want to apologize to
You need that sunlight for playing Sunshine, dude.
I want to apologize to my parents for letting them down like that. I want to apologize to Bloodwell for looking like some player
We're halfway done, guys,
after talking shit about him.
with his apology list.
I think that's everyone I want to apologize to.
Good list.
Oh, I want to apologize to the good people for letting them down.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. You can always redeem yourself.
I just want
Um,
to say that was the run of my life. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching.
Yeah,
and
again, that was
supporting me and
very
stuff. That
impressive.
was-
Congratulations on skipping 124.
Thank you very much.
I'm doing a negative vibes, no chill stream.
Those are my favorite kind of streams.
I know most people.
Chill. I better
they
hear
do-
Kenny ranting for half an hour in this stream.
They do positive vibes, chill streams, but I'm doing the opposite. So, I'll do a few attempts to Bob Bloodwhale tonight. I'm out of here. Thanks for the interview, interviewers.
Thank you for joining the call for the interview.
Thanks for the race,
For
Kenny.
the entertainment, Kenny.
Alright. Guess that's it for me, too. Thank you again, everyone. I'll see you guys for the next race.
Thank you for
See you later.
Congrats
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you, wonderful people, for tuning in to twitch.tv/speedgaming4 for the upset of the century in the Sunshine Tournament so far.
Be sure to
Probably
follow
likely-
the racers and commentators if you want to. Mostly the racers.
Mostly the racers, and
They
definitely
both did very well today.
Trey's a cool guy. It's been a
Trey's a cool
pleasure.
guy.
Trey is a cool guy.
Paper, I don't know about him, but Trey,
I don't know.
he's pretty cool.
I thought Sided was commentating this race.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
He will surely commentate some later on. And yeah, I guess we're peacing out.
Peace out, folks.
Later, everyone.